Hi guys, DaveMadMax 6, and we are welcoming you at Muscle Beach TV. Today is my great honor to have you in Culver City at Six Packs Gym with a legend, a living legend, Samir Bannout, the Lion of Lebanon, Mr. Olympia. Welcome to the show, Samir.
Thank you, Dave.
Tell me, is winning the Mr. Olympia in 1983 was obviously the pinnacle of your career. It was a huge achievement. Very few men in history were able to do that. Tell me, what's life has been since then as Mr. Olympia and ambassador of the sport and still a living legend today?
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. You know, this is my passion, and I came in here really to California for that reason. You know, I love what I do, and I still love it really at the same level, believe it or not.
Tell me what bodybuilding has meant to you all these years, and you know how it made your life.
You know, I think bodybuilding is the greatest sport, really. But you know, if people do it the right way, you know, I mean, I love it. I mean, yeah, it's more than, to me, I have to admit. Let this guy go.
I know, ambulance, live TV, you guys.
Yes, you know, people have passion, but really, I love this game a little bit more because I think, to me, it became like an obsession.
Really?
I love it. I love it. And, you know, in all honesty, I mean, this sport is the key for all sport. But the art of bodybuilding, the beauty of it is great. And I'm somewhat disappointed right now because some of the new kids are doing the wrong things. And, I mean, I just looked at you and see how you guys look fantastic. And you're doing it old school style. And that's why I'm happy to be here. And you can see I'm training from the heart, and I still love what I do.
You, how old were you when you started bodybuilding?
Nearly early 17, mid-16 actually.
Wow.
Mid-16, and I was going to see the movie, The Good and the Bad and the Ugly.
Yeah.
And across the street from the theater, there was like a newsstand, and I saw Muscle and Fitness, actually Muscle Builder at the time.
Right.
Muscle Builder Power, Mr. America, Strength and Health, Santé, Force, all the muscle magazine. Believe it or not, Lebanon was like a little Paris. Lebanon is like Switzerland and Paris put together back in the days in Beirut. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I saw these magazines, and that's it. I made up my mind and bought the magazine, forgot about the movie. I came back and watched it later because I like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, really. And I met him. He's a great guy.
Wow.
But, you know, that's how I started, like right around mid-16, basically, yeah.
And
Nearly.
when you won the Mr. Olympia in 1983, how was that for you? Describe the moment when you were announced winner, because I'm always like really.
This victory is always, you know, beautiful. It's something special. To me, I dreamt about it. Really, I dreamt it. I visualized it. I saw it happen. A lot of people don't believe me, but yes, you gotta dream it. And you know, to me, when I competed in Australia the very first time in Sydney, 1980. Being up on stage with Arnold, like, wow. In fact, I was training around Arnold in the 80s when Arnold made a comeback. Excuse me. So, you know, it's really all about dreaming, believing, and do it and walk. Not just talk, walk. So I love what I do, and, you know, it just happened to be I'm in the right spot now.
So let me ask you, when you competed at the 83 Olympia, did you know you were winning that year? You said you dreamt it and you visualized it, but when you were announced the winner, did you know?
Okay, here's what happened. In 82, I was prepared. I was prepared to win in 82. But sometimes it's really not 100% in your hand. Mm-hmm. You can be as positive as possible.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate because, you know, they found the new kids coming to the Olympia in 82, which I know I was there with Frank Zane, who's one of my favorite people. Mm-hmm. Frank, I had Casey Viator.
Yeah.
Casey, Frank, and Chris Dickerson.
Yeah.
I mean, I had these guys on my bedroom walls, and so to be on stage with them, it's an honor. But honestly, it was like, I know I was robbed in that show. It really hurts me. They gave me fourth place, But I'm a good sport. I didn't complain, but I felt hurt inside. The British champion all show it. They was booing and they thought I was robbed. Even guys like Peter McGough, who was a gonzo writer, he doesn't care. He said, Samir, I know you were robbed. To me, I voted you first.
Yeah.
So it makes a difference between first and fourth. Even if I was second, I wouldn't be as hurt.
Right.
But I was there, ready to win. So I left the auditorium by waving to the audience, and I screamed very loud. I said, I'll be back next year, like this loud. And I waved, took my trophy, and walked out. I got on an airplane. My mind was already, that I will be more prepared for Munich. So I knew I'm going to cause some damage for the 83 Olympia. So I went and I prepared properly. The same judge that gave me ninth on symmetry in 82, I confronted him politely. I wasn't rude. I said, wait a minute, how, for God's sake, just tell me, how did you give me ninth on symmetry? This is my strongest point. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bannout, I made a mistake. I told him, I said, thank God you're not doing the United States budgeting here. Or I said, there's only like 12 people on the stage. You can't make a huge mistake.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I apologize. Oh, accepted. He judged me. I let him judge the following day. He's the only guy that voted me third.
Wow.
So what do you say?
Yeah.
No one can put you down if you believe.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. I let him judge, and I came back and I won. And so I felt it. I really felt that I would win.
That's awesome.
And I don't want to say this, but Jim Mannion, who was one of the best judges, Jim is a good friend of mine. He came into me, he said, Samir, I normally don't do that, but I love you. I know how hard you work. You're going to win tonight. But I didn't say anything to you.
Wow.
And then I had a little bit of cramp because I took potassium and aspirin. They contradicted each other kind of a little bit. And then Franco Colombo, Samir, I fix you.
Dr. Franco.
Our auxiliary brought Franco to my room. And they like Franco, he's a chiropractor. He's just like put a little pressure because he's a pretty good chiropractor. So that's a great memory. So yeah, it was like I left LA to Germany to prep, and I had that in mind. So I dropped to 2%, below 2% body fat, and I peaked right on the money. So thank God.
Wow. Talk to me about bodybuilding today.
There are some bad things happening, and I don't like it. You got to keep the art and the beauty and the health, because this is supposed to be a healthy sport if you follow the guideline. And of course, some athletes take it a little bit too harsh and they cross the line. And so nowadays I learned that can be done in a very healthy way, and maybe may become a little bit unhealthy when you do the final prep because you drop your body fat to way down. Anything below 5% becomes somewhat unhealthy. So, overall, I don't like what I see because these guys always think you win the war with mass. You got to win the war with class, with this. You got to be wasted tiny way. So some of the guys lost control a little bit. So you see some bloated tummies sometime, which is a no-no, in my opinion. Arnold talked about it.
That's right.
And a lot of people have been talking about it. And so it's not good. So that's why we're here. You're wasted. I just saw you. You posed. That's why I'm doing the interview, because you are for real. So, no, really, we have to keep it healthy. And I'm more than happy to contribute and help the new guys it really follow the health guideline and show the beauty in the art. Remember when Flex Wheeler was at his best, got a small waist?
Oh my God.
Frank always won the Olympia 3 times because he was wasted.
Right.
Midsection, upper thighs are shredded, he's elegant.
Yeah.
So really you win the war with quality, with harmony.
You have a Facebook, of course, email. You have a website or email people can reach you at?
You could write me at Samir, Samir, Bannout, Bannout, at S as in Samir, B as in boy, C, camera, sbcglobal.net.
Right.
Or, reach me on Facebook. I'm always there,
Thank you, Mr. O.
Enjoyed being here too.
This is DaveMadMax 6 for Muscle Insider with Mr. Olympia Samir Bannout. We'll see you next time, and we're out.